Hello, everyone. My name is Gerardo Bolivar from Lean Institute of Colombia. Today, we have the privilege of having the presence of John Alonso, a passionate of continuous improvement and leader in the implementation of Lean. He works for Vanti, that is a public services company, and John works as a director of strategy and process. Today, we'll share with us his learnings, challenges, and results that can serve as a guide for all of us. Um, Please don't forget put your questions in Q&A section. Thanks. Okay, John, go ahead. You're welcome.
Thank you, Gerardo, and it's a pleasure to be here. Let me share my screen, and please, can you tell me when you can see my screen, my presentation? Okay, can you confirm that you're seeing my presentation?
It's okay. It's okay. The presentation.
Okay,
Yes.
Gerardo. So thank you for the invitation. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here in this event. My name, John Alfonso. I'm the Strategy and Process Director of Vanti. The Vanti, as Gerardo was saying, is a public services here in Colombia. And first of all, I would like to give you a little bit of context so you can get to know our company. Vanti, as I was telling you, is a distributor and is in the business of commercialization of natural gas. So it's the biggest commercialization gas company in Colombia. So you can see here that we have almost 3.5 million residential clients. So this is uh, put it, put us in this oil and energy business and gas business. So we are transforming the way we are giving and providing all the services to our customers. No, so right now we have a very important segments like the mobility sector, for instance. We believe that natural gas can be an alternative fuel for this energy transition. So that is why we are seeking to move forward in that direction. No. Okay, so that is Banti. And right now, what we are going to discuss on the following minutes is how to implement a lean culture. And this is a question that I think that everybody that is participating on these webinars are facing right now. No, how to implement a lean culture. And the short answer is that there is no right answer, but for sure, I know that you already knew that. So the thing is that I want to start with a question. If I tell the people that is attending this webinar, hey, let's get lunch. For sure, someone will tell me, okay, let's go and have some pizza, for instance. Other people can say, okay, no, I like hamburgers better. Perhaps another person can say, no, let's get Italian. Or the more fitness ones can say, no, let's have a salad. So, on the objective of going to get lunch, there are multiple uh, options. So, the first thing that we want to establish here is that the same happens with lean. I mean, there is not one only magical recipe. You have to get to know your organization and see what works with your organization and what doesn't work. So I know that there is nothing new so far, but today I want to show you and I want to share with you five tips that are going to help you for that at least those tips are helping us to build a continuous improvement mindset and a lean culture here in Banti. Okay, so let's start. So the first tip that I have for you guys is connect the lean implementation and the lean journey with your corporate strategy and purpose. This is something that it's really, really basic. I mean, for sure, and I will show you a part and extract of the Bantis strategy. But for sure, in your company, you have your mission, your vision. Perhaps you have some strategic pillars, etc. That is a summary of the goals that the company is projecting to reach. And here you have the core of your business, but also companies have a purpose, and I'm showing you guys their Vantage purpose right now, and the purpose is the heart, the core of the organization, but also perhaps you can have some cultural or corporate values that for us are the transforming people culture. So this is an extract that we call the strategic map. No, so the first tip that I'm giving you is that lean should help to improve the results on the corporate goals and corporate strategy. Perhaps you can link lean between a corporate goal, but also with the purpose. For us, for instance, we started Lean or this Lean community link strongly link with the culture, the transformational culture, or the cultural transformation, sorry, that we are developing here in Banti. So you have to make sure that Lean is relevant to the business and relevant to the ambition of the business. No, that is the first part. So lean doesn't become an isolated initiative only. That is the first tip. The second tip is please do not do things alone. And what I mean by that, I mean we develop a transformation framework, let's say. And for sure, according to our lean principles, we want to deliver more value to our clients and to our customers and to the bounty organization, etc., but we are not doing this alone. We recognize that we have to support this objective on three basic pillars. I mean, you can support this lean objective in more pillars, but for us, three are essential. The first one is culture and agility. I mean, the first transformation that we have to do is with culture. And here in Banti, we have a team dedicated to the cultural transformation. I know that they are a partner of us. No, I know that we can't do this alone, and we need that team to work together with us in order to make a transformation. The second pillar is our pillar, that is innovation and continuous improvement, where lean lies. No, and when we have where we have the lean spot that we have there. And the third one is digital transformation, because we know that when we involve the technology, for sure we can improve all the good results that we can bring with a lean implementation and with cultural implementation. Obviously, we have our foundation that it's topics that are related to the business, like leadership, knowledge, etc., etc. So this is our model, and we are working together. I mean, the team that is in charge of cultural transformation with us that are in charge of the continuous improvement initiatives and with the digital transformation team, and together we work as a team in order to make sure that our initiatives are supported from one side to the other. And how we involve people here? Well, we thought on a strategy to involve people through what we call champions or facilitators. So in the culture part, what we have is some cultural facilitators. I mean, we have a group of people across the company that are getting themselves trained in all these cultural transformation or corporate values, etc., and they are working from that perspective. The second part is our continuous improvement champions. That are the ones that I'm going to talk to you more on the next slide. And finally, we have our digital champions. And the way we start this lean community here and the digital community here, mm, it wasn't like a separated or isolated initiative, but instead of that, we integrate those initiatives between the or within the cultural transformation strategy. In fact, the Lean community started as a learning community within the cultural transformation, and the digital champions also started like a learning community inside the cultural transformation program. So please, second tip, do not do things alone. Always work as a team. For sure, you're going to have better results. So you have to identify who within the organization can be a partner of this lean community and you can work together with them. Okay. The third tip, empower people to act. So here I'm going to make a double click on our lean learning community. No, that I already told you that it started like learning community here within Banti, no, here in Banti. So we went through some steps in order to develop this community that I'm going to share with you. The first part that we did was select with purpose. So we know for sure that we want to create a lean community and we have to train them. But how do we select the people that we are going to integrate on our lean community? Well, we didn't leave this to the chance or to the people that open to all the people. We started to touch the each area vice president, and together with them and HR, we select some people with great potential, with some leadership skills. So the lean training could be a development alternative for them and a recognition to them. So the people felt like, oh, I'm important, I'm doing a great job. So that is why they selected me for the lean community. So the first step that we took is select people with purpose. The second one is train with excellence. And what I mean by with this, I mean, I have been working on continuous improvement for a long time, I have been working here in Banti for almost 2 years. But before that, I used to work in another company that's called Nestle, and I did a variety of continuous improvement roles. So for sure, I have been training people. I've been training specialists, etc., etc. But here, I didn't have the time to create some training materials, etc., etc. So that is why we applied the tip number two, don't do things alone, and we partner with the Lean Institute from Colombia. So they had the materials, they had the methodology, etc., etc. So we select 20 people, with 20 people that it was a really good group. So we could develop the training inside our facilities and within working hours. So the people saw that the company wasn't giving them additional work, to be trained outside working hours, but instead within the working hours. So in that way, they saw that this was something that the company was really caring about. No, so we developed this all our continuous improvement framework in partnership with the Lean Institute. After that, we knew that we had to develop projects to learn. So part of the Lean Institute training demanded that every participant should execute a project, a continuous improvement project with that is an A3 or BCM, etc., etc. So everybody had to develop a project on, and these projects on this stage are really, really important because people have to practice the methodology so they can learn. And at the end, celebrate. We have to recognize and celebrate. So we could not do this ceremony on this year, but we are for sure going to do it starting next year. But it's a recognition ceremony where we can deliver the certificate to every participant, and we can make an exposition of A3s, so the directors committee can see the work that has been done by this group of people. So tip number three: empower people to act. Okay. Tip number four: once we had those projects, we know for sure that we have to recognize and celebrate the results. So as a result of this training um, program that we did in our lean community, we developed 25 lean projects, no? 25 lean projects involving 19 areas. That is almost all the areas on the organization were involved. But this was not only an educational program. This deliver result, and we made sure that these projects calculate the benefits of each one of the projects. So that leave us with the amount that you are seeing there. So we can know for sure that we are bringing value to the organization. Even though that these projects were mainly to learn, we are delivering results. And this is something that is really key to sell these kind of initiatives, because you can make an investment in the training program, that at the beginning can sound like a huge amount of money. That is not. But at the end, you can say to the organization, here, I'm giving you back almost 10 times the amount of money that you invested in the training and development of the people. So this is something that is really, really key to sell, no? To sell this kind of programs, because obviously we want to improve, to continuous improvement, to have a really good mindset here. But let's be honest, I mean, I'm not working in a non-profit organization. No, I'm working in a business, so we have to deliver results. And when we show this kind of results, this lean program shows value. And this is only the results coming from the project that they did as they were learning the methodology. So imagine what we can achieve on the future. And the fifth tip that I have for you guys is a phrase that Lewis Hamilton, Formula One driver, says all the time. No, he's seven-time world champion. Right now, he's going through a rough time, and any good results, he has a phrase: "Let's keep pushing, guys." So that is the phrase that we have to say to ourselves uh, in a variety of times, when because this is kind of difficult at the beginning. But I tell my team, let's keep pushing. So we have to keep pushing for the other year. We have to plan for the next year, and we have to manage this capacity that we created. No, so we can know for sure that these continuous improvement champions are not alone within their organization and within their areas. No, that they have a continuous improvement corporate team that is backing them up, so they can develop the projects. So for next year, what is coming for us? It's coming what we call the 1+1. This is what is going to happen next year, the 1+1. And what I mean with 1+1: each one of these champions has developed one project, relevant to their area. One project A3, one A3 project. Um, they have to develop that, and one lean management system. That is the commitment as part of their annual goals. So for sure, we know that next year we are going to have new projects, and we are going to achieve new results that we, at the end of the year, we can celebrate, and we can show to the organization the value that this kind of thinking brings. No, so this is something that is really important. So those are the 5 tips that are working for us. I mean, I know for sure that you guys have a lot of ideas, and for sure, if we can get together and share these ideas, for sure, I know that you guys are doing a really good job. Um, but this is the tips that are working for me, and I think that perhaps sharing with you guys, we can build a community where we can share ideas and strategies to become better lean implementators. I mean, to promote this kind of change, innovation, and the lean mindset to bring more value to our organizations. Okay, so right now, I don't know if we have any questions because I know that the time is short, but for sure, I'm going to leave you later my contact information so you can guys make me the questions you want. So Gerardo, I don't know if we have some questions that we can
Yes,
answer.
yes, yes, John. We have some questions, and okay, let's go to the questions. Read some question for John. Why do you talk about how working with the organizational culture will help with lean implementation? Is the
Okay,
first
that is a
question.
great question. That is a great question, Gerardo, because the culture and the people are the base of lean and the center of lean. When you have an organization that doesn't have an openness, no, an open mindset to bring new methodologies, it's more difficult to implement lean. So the cultural transformation is like preparing the soil to plant a seed. If you have a field, a soil that is ready, you can plant a seed and you can get a tree. But if the soil is not ready, you can throw a seed and nothing is going to happen. So that is why it's really important. So the culture prepares the organization to have an open mindset to receive and to develop new skills and to embrace new methodologies.
Okay, John. The second question is, how was how was the word CEO involved and accepted lean? Were they support or you had to convince them to?
I mean, this is a question that we all have, but we have to involve the CEO. We have to sell a little bit. I mean, my boss is the financial vice president. She's my boss. She doesn't have a technical background or doesn't know this word of continuous improvement, and I have to show her. But the way I connected with her, given that she is the financial vice president, is to show in numbers, and that is the way. I mean, through showing numbers, she started to believe that okay, this is something that we can achieve and we can improve. And with the numbers, with the benefits, it's something that we are open, that is allowing us to open spaces and to get the vice president to get on board this and to promote this. Obviously, we have some allies, and the technical director for us, for instance, is an ally for us, and he's the one that has been training his people in this lean community, and he is an ally that is speaking to the other leadership members. But for sure, I mean, we have to convince the CEO, and the way to do that in our case is showing the money. I mean, showing the results.
Yes, that's true. Okay, the next questions. What difference do you see between having a dedicated continuous improvement team doing project versus developing and training people in areas of the organization?
Well, that is good also. I mean, the traditional approach of a consultant is to come into the organization to develop projects or to have a dedicated team within the organization as the continuous improvement team, a corporate continuous improvement team. That is our case. We knew for sure that we need to be focused on the big projects of the company, but the areas starting to have needs to improve. And there was no way. I mean, we don't have the capacity to go to a specific area and to solve one little problem. So people can do a faster continuous improvement if they have the skills and they are empowered. So that is why our approach was to develop people so they can start on the day-to-day basis to make continuous improvement to solve the problems that they have on their areas. No, so that is why we developed 25 projects. I mean, there is no way that my team can develop 25 projects in 1 year. I mean, there is no way. But but giving the knowledge and empowering the people, for sure, we can make continuous improvement happen and a culture in a more effective way.
Okay, we have some time to another questions. Uh, okay, I'm going how to make people work towards improvement and receive rewards as a consequence and not the other way around.
Well, that is a really good question, but I think that the answer of that is culture. I mean, when you open the people's eyes to this lean mindset and continuous improvement mindset, for sure, the first transformation that we do is in ourselves. So that is why we have to work with people and culture and to promote those behaviors within the organization in order to know that for sure this continuous improvement mindset it's something that is going to benefit my life and me as a professional first and then the organization. So I think that in that way the people can see that the benefit is for me. As a consequence I can get uh, benefits for the company, but the first benefit is for me. So I think that is the way. I mean, work with the people, work with the mindset, open the mindset, and then we can start making some progress.
Okay, John, the 2 minutes for the last one question. Hello, thanks. It was really inspiring. Even applying these 5 tips, what's what has been the biggest difficulties you faced?
The biggest difficulty is to show the value of this continuous improvement. I mean, when you come to an organization that uh, is not used to have this kind of programs or is not used to have this kind of investment on the people, it's kind of difficult to ask for some money to spend on a training program because always is the return over the investment mindset, no? I think that the biggest difficulty is to show that this is going to bring value to the business, that this is going to support the business strategy and the business objectives. I think that is the most difficult part. But once you start, even though you start with a small team and developing some projects, once you start to showing results, that is what is going to open the organization to have more investment on programs like this.
Okay, I think the last one. How did you get people to take time away from their day job to train a problem solve?
That is difficult. We had to work with the top management. I mean, with HR team. That is why I'm always telling you, do not do things alone. We work together with the cultural transformation team, with the development team and training development team within the HR vice presidents, and with the HR head as well to promote this kind of knowledge. And for sure, we knew that we have to invest in order to get results. So that is why we started to open the spaces and to give the people the time. But this is a corporate decision. It's not a personal decision. It's a corporate decision, and we have to make sure that as a corporation, as a company, we are giving people time to train. So we had to remove that barrier first and to be really really clear and to say to the vice presidents, hey, we are going to train your people, but please give them the time to train. It's one morning per week, so please give for 3 4 months. So please give people the time. So that decision was what allowed us to perform this kind of training. If not, it's not possible.
Okay, John, thanks a lot. The time is over. Thanks for the audience. Thanks, John, for share your experience in the lean journey, and see you the next in the next.
Sure. Thanks, Gerardo,
Bye
and
bye.
thanks
Thanks.
to everybody. Thanks to everybody.